In this video I'm going to be showing you how I made this solar panel rack. I didn't get all the footage, so some of it is photos I took and some videos from my phone. I started off digging these holes for these 4 posts, leveled them up, made them a bit longer than what they needed to be, concreted them in, and then cut them off at the right height later on. So here I am screwing this beam in to support the rafters. It's 90 by 45 mil treated pine. Just screwing them into the posts with self-tapping galvanized screws. Just checking the level on that beam. Pretty good. So I had to do this in 2 sections because it was longer than 6 meters. So here I am doing the second section, using that clamp to hold it up while I screw it in. Makes it a lot easier when you're working on your own. I'm clamping this bit of steel offcut to the top of this privacy screen. I'm using that to support the timber while I walk up the ladder and screw it off on the other side. If you had 2 people, it'd be a lot easier, but this is a way to get around it with just 1 person. I'm just going to clamp it up the top there, just so I can use both hands when screwing it in. Just putting the final section in here, using that bit of steel offcut clamp to the side. Just resting it on there again to hold it and support it while I screw it in up the top. I really did struggle with this screw. The positioning was all wrong. It was too low on the ladder, I couldn't get a good grip on the drill. Just struggling. Here I am cutting one of the angles for the rafters. And doing the bird mouth for the bottom. This cut ended up being wrong, so I had to redo it, but this is the only video I got, so I'm just showing you that. Once I had one that was fairly good, I used that as a template for the rest. Cut them all off at the same, and then sat them like you can see there. So that's some of them up. Just putting these brackets in to support it a bit more. 3 nails on each side. Done that on all of them. I'm on a dodgy ladder, so I'm just holding onto that rafter to support myself a bit better, make sure I don't fall off. That's about 3 meters high. Here it is half painted. I had to stop there because the rain was coming in. All finished, all the framework done. Half the solar panels on. Pretty fiddly on your own, but I managed to do it just fine. While I was working, this snake came about, so tried to shoo it off a bit, make sure it wasn't going to interfere with me. Little baby brown snake. That's all the solar panels on. All the joins between the solar panels are just siliconed up. Stop the rain and water getting underneath. That's what it looks like underneath. Some stats on the solar panels. 175 watts, and you can read the rest. This is how I'm mounting it to mount the solar panel to the rafter. Just use this small angle bracket, screwed one side in to the timber and then the other side into the solar panel with a self-tapping screw. This one was a little different because I didn't have enough room, so I flipped it around, screwed it in that way, and that seems to hold it fairly well. And this is it all complete. Just got to wire it up, test it out. Later down the track this will become a greenhouse, but for now I'm just going to use it as a carport. Hope you enjoyed.